why internet? I'm not sure. I don't know if it's just telcos in general in Taiwan or what, but it's been it's actually been pretty shit for the last like week or so. The internet situation is what it is. Here's what it is. Faden, you better believe it, mate. This is what real grinding looks like, mate. How about yourself? Man, I absolutely hate these power racks. Fucking worst power racks in the world. You notice like every time someone else reacts or touches this machine anywhere else across in the system, it causes it to wobble everywhere. Such a terrible system. Jesus, Faden. So you started lifting at 15? Good Lord, mate. Well, I can't say I did that. That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level. Man, I was just busy playing video games. 15. Had that. Let's bring you guys up. I guess we better move into the old fitness community, shouldn't we? Let's get on over there. Say hi to our family. Fitness. Oh, Jesus. Alrighty. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, legends. Let's start the process. Let's start the process. Is that even? Why does that bar look uneven? I don't think it is. Nope. Okay. Off we go. Off we freaking go, baby. Weights on weights on weights on weights on weights on weights on weights. It's gonna be hard to predict how I feel with this. It's literally the first time I've ever done a cardio run, but then come in the gym and then hit legs. That's like a bizarre combo for me. But we're discovering together. This is a team spirit here. Let me just get some safety rackaroonies. What kind of training do you do fading? Like, are you in the gym lifting weights, or are you just training at home with some home stuff? Like, how are you approaching this? I couldn't imagine starting training at 15. Jesus Christ, what the hell was I doing at 15? Like using machines. I haven't started using it. Oh, fair. Cool, man. Nice, dude. But you said you've been doing that for about a year? You've been training for a year. So you've actually started, like, began more around 14 years old? That's crazy. The thought of beginning at that age. I mean, you got my respect. Fuck's sake, dipshit. You see what happened there? That's what happens when an asshole slams weights elsewhere down the racks, causing everywhere else to shake. So dangerous. That's why you should never be like slamming your weights into like to racks or anything. If it's resulting in such a collapse, it's either you're hitting a PR or something, or you're just lifting too heavy. You shouldn't just be, that shouldn't be your natural response. Like when you see me re-rack this, you'll see that we're just placing it back in. We're not collapsing into it. Just gonna, my shorts are kind of falling. Let's just fix that up. Faden, sounds cool, man. Well, I respect the Faden. Well, I wish you the best of luck with your career, man. Don't fall down the dark side. Don't turn to the drugs. Pussies take drugs, man. Mate, the fact that you started young, you started earlier than me, so by the time you get to my age, you could potentially be even bigger. Yeah, I did legs as well. Landy, come on, mate. I want to live past 50. Well done. This is one of the odd things which never seem to be thought about. A lot of people sort of say, oh, I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste time. It's more efficient doing this and that. I'm like, mate, if you care about time, the last thing you should be doing is taking a drug, which has been shown with more than enough evidence that it's decreasing your time on this planet. A very common argument. They say, oh, it's more efficient, so I'm not wasting my time. It's like, yeah, but you're expediting your death. So you definitely do not respect time. Sorry, Faden, you won't be able to use drug terminology whilst you're a non-subscriber. Non-subscribers can't actually use drug talk. I saw a video he even found someone who sold it to him. Crazy shit, crazy shit. Crazy. Let me just get another thingy mulloy. I mean, usually so the piece, absolutely, without a doubt. You'd be crazy, even if you absolutely got your mind set on going on it. You'd be insane because you'd never learn that hard. It'll be coming soon, so I'll be back on it. Every now and again my girl will hand me her purse and I feel like I'm going to rip off my arm. Oh, interesting, Dopey. I didn't actually know you... Oh, that's how it's got to be. Oh, you're a freaking rock star. Thank you, Dopey. What a sweetheart. That's why he's paid the big bucks, everyone. Thank you very much, man, for the assistance there. Sloppy. 0. Man, this is going to be hectic. This is going to be so hectic. Looking at this cardio and then immediately trying to do squats. Jesus Lord, why did I do this to myself? Give me a second, I'll reach out in a moment. Let's get it. Sloppy. Mate, welcome back to the Winners Club, mate. It happens to the best of us. We all fall off at times. And the quicker you can get back on that grind, the better. Get back focused. It's all right, don't beat yourself up. Just make it today a win, man. And you'll just get that momentum going. Jim Bob. Okay, first you need to change your mindset, man. Yeah, you probably have a high metabolism. Welcome to me. So was I. I was a skinny 70-kilo kid in my late teenage years. What you need to do is like change the way you approach it. So a very important mindset to have is if you're getting into bodybuilding, is to not look at like you're a professional lifter, look at it like you're a professional eater. Why do I say that? Because you'll spend a maximum of like an hour in the gym, right? Maybe an hour and a half. Then the rest of the day, you should be focusing on primarily one thing for your bodybuilding career, which is eating. You need to prioritize that more so than you're focusing on the fun part. Yeah, I get it, lifting weights and looking yourself in the mirror and socializing is a lot of fun, but the eating should take priority over it. And you just need to change that desire. Like, if you feel like you've got time for gym, but you don't have much time for eating, then you're already fucked. So you need to start realizing you need to prioritize that eating, reduce the amount of time you're in the gym, hit half an hour in the gym to leave yourself half an hour in the kitchen. Do whatever you can to focus on what's important. And we're gonna go again. This is not crazy heavyweight. I wasn't planning on doing it. This is, what is it, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 kg, whatevs. But we're just gonna do some high reps, high sets, just because I did cardio before. I do not have the energy to push out big boy weights. That's all good, Bobby. Don't worry, man, I was in the same boat. I was a skinny kid, started grinding, and I was like, why am I not putting on weight? Why am I not putting on weight? I was so in love with the fun part, and that's where most guys are. You know, you're working on your arms, your chest, you want to look sexy, you want to impress those people that you're interested in, but you forget the priorities here. You are a professional eater. Without that good diet, it's wasted time in the gym. I would say if you have not got something in the order of a decent diet, why are you coming to the gym? Fix up your diet first. Get that in working order, otherwise the gym is pointless. Because what happens, you just go around and around and around. You're consuming just enough energy to burn that energy up in the gym. Then you consume food to then burn it up in the following gym session. You need to be in a surplus if you want to keep growing. I will always recommend healthy. I'm never going to recommend a dirty bulk. I'll never recommend it, and that's coming from someone who's currently doing a sort of a dirty bulk. I'm currently running one, but I'll never recommend it because you may be a classic ectomorph, you may be tall, lanky, skinny, can't put on weight, you could eat McDonald's every day, and you may not put on fat. Guess what? That's me. I've eaten McDonald's and KFC and Subway multiple times this very week. Where's the body fat? It's not here. The thing is, regardless if you have visual appearance of eating garbage food, like you're not getting fat, you're still doing damage internally. You're still eating shit food, poor oils, bad carbs, all of that is going through your internal system, and that's, you never want that. So always strive to have a healthier diet. The focus should always be health. What are you talking about, Walla? I didn't even see your comment. But yeah, I got you, mate. Never fear. The camera should never be seen. Well said. It ruins the immersion into my world. Walla wants to feel like he's here, spotting me. You got my weight if I collapse? I want to look sexy. Centuries ago, sexy standards. I eat a lot. Future weight goals is to put on a ton of fat. Oh, you're preparing for when obesity comes in fashion again. There's still some places around the world. There's still some African countries where the fatter you are, the more attractive you are, because it's a sign of wealth. And a few island nations. So, I mean, maybe you're just in the wrong country. Did you ever think about that? Maybe it's time to move to Ghana, mate. Jingling, it's very rare, but it happens every now and again. Very rare, but it does happen. I've done sessions where it's usually when I do sort of extreme things in my schedule, so extreme change or something. So I've done like sleep schedule changes where I'll change my wake up hours by many hours. So to do that, sometimes I would just force the transition exactly from, and the only way to do that is to set my alarm up, get up, force myself to remain awake, and do whatever I can to remain awake. And I have to go through that transition for like a week until I've pretty much adapted, which is kind of like going through jet lag. And in those periods, yeah, I've been cooked out, where I've been streaming and said, guys, I've done half an hour session, I need to go home. I can't talk, I can't focus, it's dangerous to lift any more weights. It happens to the best of us. We all have those days where we might not win, but one important thing I'll always say is you should respect your schedule. This is a common issue which a lot of people fall victim to. So let's say you've been at school or you've been at work, right? You train after work. You come home and usually you'd be at home and you'd change in your gym gear and go to the gym. But you just get home, you're just so exhausted. You're like, oh my God, I feel like shit. I just want to lie down and watch Netflix and sleep on the couch. The problem is, if your schedule said you were to gym that day, and you've decided, you know what, like I'm just too exhausted, I'm not going to go, you've now opened up the possibility of you not abiding by your own rules that you put into place. And this is very dangerous. So that means next time you're slightly tired, next time it's raining outside and not the most appealing to get there, you can again make up that excuse. And I find it time and time again, the moment someone's an excuse maker to their schedule, it means they're just not dedicated ever to their schedule. So I have been extremely tired. I've come out when it's extremely terrible weather. I've come out when I'm just not in the mood to gym. And what I'll do, I'll get my ass into the gym and just hop on like a cardio machine, like just a treadmill, a bike or something. And I'll just be present in the gym because that at least means I'll stuck to the schedule. And I'll just do 10 minutes on it. And I'll decide after those 10 minutes whether it's worth me continuing or whether I go home. Because at least I stuck to the schedule and at least I gave the opportunity to continue. And in 99% of those cases, once you're in the gym and you've warmed up, you've changed your mindset, you're like, oh, fuck it, I'm here. You continue on. You've managed to convince yourself to continue on. I came out in the mid-90s. Congratulations, mate. Corona. Big dog Rooney, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? Three-week, good Lord. Look at that, dude. I'm very happy for you, man, really. I think there's nothing worse than feeling like you no longer have control of your life. And once you're addicted to something, that is a very tragic state. There's no kind of good addiction, you know? This is not an addiction to gym, this is a lifestyle. That is not a lifestyle, that is addiction, when you crave and desperately require that hit. So I respect that you're getting in control of your own life, man. Every video I watched said lifting before cardio, 100%. I've said it every time, dude. Never do cardio before. Never do cardio before. Now, if you're talking about me just saying do the cardio machine, that's different. Doing 10 minutes on a treadmill or a bike is not cardio. Or if it is, you're a very unhealthy, sick individual who needs to do a lot more cardio. If 10 minutes of just walking on a treadmill is causing you to be like, it's a warm-up. So I've said this, Aquafina. I've already got it. You quit muting me, Aquafina. For fuck's sake, bro. You keep me like bringing up stuff that I've already spoken about. I said I don't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it. The only reason why I'm doing it is for you guys, Aquafina. It's for you guys. Because if I hit gym and then I were to do it afterwards, it would be dark outside and I wouldn't be able to stream it. I could still go for a run. I've got no issue running day or night. It's just it's going to be too dark to stream it. So to be able to fit in streaming both things, I have to do it beforehand. You're welcome. What's your best chest workout? Incline cable fly. Bench at an angle, about 30 degrees, 35 degrees. Cables, squeezing titties. Can't hear you. You're an idiot. What the hell's going on? I've got like hair falling in my eye. Get out of here, hair. I've got training. Fuck me. God damn, is everyone a dickhead in this gym? You see that again, guys? That's what happens. Jesus Lord. Okay, let me keep it going. X. Evan. 9. 9. Pop. What's your max bench? Don't know. Haven't hit a PR in about 2.5 years, man. Don't go do PRs. Well, Corona, mate. Sounds like mate, you need to find a replacement. Mate, I haven't felt the sensation of boredom in I don't know how many years. Like, and I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating. Like, I know I've been bored at some point in my life. I remember back when I was younger, but I do not really know what boredom kind of feels like. I sort of remember it, but I don't know what it feels like because I've not experienced it in years. There's just not been a point in years where I've at any point felt like I'm sitting down and I'm like, what do? I don't know what to do. There's just so many things that I want to achieve and accomplish. So I feel like what you got to do is start to sort of think about like maybe some of the things that you've always wanted. Didn't you just move to a new place in Mexico? Maybe it's time to start bringing in new things that you're interested in. Learn Mexican cuisine, go to cooking classes, take up a new sport, a new hobby to make new friends in your new area. Find a sex buddy by going out and doing some socializing. It's not lucky, mate. Ain't nothing about it which is lucky. This is all work. All work. As I said, I used to feel this way when I was a young kid and I did not have any kind of aspirations. I didn't really know what I was doing. But now it is all doing the grind. Oh, I got you mixed up. Oh, sorry. I thought you moved country. Okay. Yeah, that's someone else. Wait, that's Kuma, isn't it? Kuma, who just came in here. Join the cartel. Yeah, Aquafina, sorry, I got him confused. We need to recommend him joining the cartel for one of the other people. I think most people would feel bored. I don't doubt it in the slightest, dude. I wouldn't doubt it in the slightest, but I think most people have no aspirations and purpose in life. Which I think is sad, and I hope people can keep on figuring out and grinding and testing, trialing things to find that purpose, because without purpose, you're in a tricky situation. It's very much a recipe for depression, anxiety, and all those kind of things can fall into a person who has nothing else to do. Whenever every country's police is searching for you. Inspirational. Do you use creatine? Yes, I do, sir. Absolutely, creatine is one of the best supplements out there. Thank you, Fran. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people who feel very bored, man. There's no, like, I hope you don't feel like, oh my God, what am I doing? I feel frustrated at myself and stuff. Like, don't beat yourself up. I think the vast majority of people suffer from boredom, especially because we live in a very much an ADHD-driven society with our a lot of the social media and all that, which causes us to have that struggle of sticking to one thing. Our attention spans are shortened, thus any kind of goals and dreams we have very often are brief, because we kind of, the moment we have that grind and struggle comes into play, it becomes very hard. It's much easier to just go on to the next thing because everything is so accessible. What limit do you put on yourself for drinking? Drinking alcohol? Are we talking about alcohol there? Didn't you say you're 15? Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, maybe he was Aussie. For me, man, I don't do what I usually refer to as social drinking. So social drinking is like after work, maybe your mates, you meet up with your mates for a drink at your pub or bar or whatever. I don't sort of on a regular basis on a Friday night sort of meet up with my friends and sit around and have a couple of drinks, like a couple of beers. I just don't do that. I think social drinking is a very quick way for you to become unhealthy because social drinking is never really, you don't really think about it as much as if you were to go out and have a big night. If I go out clubbing, I have a lot of fun. I have quite a few drinks. But the thing is, that's such a rare occasion. I haven't gone clubbing in maybe 2 months or a month, maybe a month to 2 months. So it's a rarity. And then I just won't social drink. While some people say, I don't go out, I don't really like clubs. I don't like going to big bars, I like more drinking with my mates. But what happens is they sort of think that, okay, if Spoachie went to a club and had 10 drinks, that seems really bad. But they're on a regular basis, maybe 3-4 times a week, if not more, having a beer here and there each day, it adds up significantly more over the month. So I don't social drink. I'll only drink for like a night where I'm planning to go out and have proper fun. With water? Gross. I guess it must have been you must have been hydrated at least. I mean, our clubbing here. Well, I used to club like every single weekend, so for me, it's quite some time. Let me see. So, if you were to summarize 3 key aspirations that you are currently devoting most of your time and effort to, let's say, to accomplish this year, what would they be? So I work on a lot of things which I would not talk about. There's a lot of things like with the stream and whatnot. For example, I was mentioning earlier, probably before you're in here, that I'm speaking with like different brands. I've had numerous brands reach out to me over the years of my streaming, wanting to do certain kind of partnerships, sponsorships and stuff, which is phenomenal. It's very exciting. And in most cases, I will turn them down just because I don't think that they suit where I want to be in the future. Their aspirations aren't as high as where I want to go. But so for example, right now I have companies who I'm chatting with, which take up a lot of time. There's a lot of like sort of Zoom calls and things behind the scenes, but I can't really talk about it. But where my time is essentially focused in on streaming, that is the priority here, streaming. But there's many different aspects of streaming. It's not just this. You may think live streaming is this element, but it's a business. There's a whole business around it, different elements of it, and a lot happens behind the scenes. What do you do when you're exhausted and tired in the morning? What do you do to recover, to go to work? I'm on day 11 in a row at work. What do you do when you're exhausted and tired in the morning? Try your best, mate, to fix your sleep is one of the big ones. No matter how much of a grinder you are, 10 years under my belt, grinding away, once your sleep collapses, everything else is going to collapse. Your health will collapse, your diet will collapse because you won't feel like eating because you kind of starting to develop anxiety and whatnot. You'll be in a poor frame of mind, especially because you're doing volunteer firefighting. The last thing we need is a sleep-deprived firefighter type develop. So I would say you need to start doing whatever you can to improve that sleep. And even if you were to get 8 hours sleep, if you're waking up and still feeling sleep deprived, it means that it's not good 8 hours. So what have you put in place, Tabal, to make sure you have solid 8 hours sleep? What have you done, man? How many views would you like? Don't care. Couldn't care less, mate. I don't track that stuff. I disable all viewers from my apps and stuff so I can't see. I get sent a summary on my streams each day and I archive it. Don't look. That's why 99% of people give up on these things, and thus I've been streaming 2.5 years non-stop, 6 days on average a week, streamed 99% of all bodybuilding that I've done. It's never been done on before on Twitch. That level of documentation of bodybuilding, this is not like every single session, 6 days a week, year after year. It's that I have removed the things which are irrelevant and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm much happier. I would much prefer to have a crowd of 50 people watching who are out there working on their lives to be better people than having 2,000 people in here saying, hey, I'll give you 50 subs if you lick your nipples, you know? Go up and harass some chick in the gym, which is one of these common things, you know? Why don't you go and talk to that person over there and embarrass yourself in front of them, and I'll give you $100. I'll take the 50 any day. Yo, Crane, appreciate you, man. Keep winning, dude. And I could totally imagine people saying, oh, well, you're just saying that because like the opportunity hasn't arisen. I'm currently the highest ranked male fitness streamer on the fitness category. So even though I'm still not like, you know, I'm fully aware that I'm nobody on Twitch and scale things, the category is so small. That's the reason. The fitness category is tiny, right? It's nothing. So it's not actually that hard to get there. But because I am of that rank, it means I do kind of stand out to bigger streamers who kind of want to sometimes collaborate. So for example, I've had multiple top 0.0001% streamers reach out to me to say that they'd like me to be on their stream for different reasons. So for example, I don't never disclose who, but for example, I've had streamers who are over the million mark. I've had multiple who have reached out to me who have over 1 million followers. Because, you know, like how a lot of these big streamers do like dating shows, you know, interacting, like different streamers kind of come on to voice their opinion about things. And you know, those kind of things. I don't know what you'd refer to them, talking head panels. So I've had multiple requests about those, and I've rejected every one. And without a doubt, if I were to do them, it would propel my viewership significantly, right? There's no doubt. If you have streamers with millions of followers, it would propel my viewership. But it's not what I desire. It's genuinely not what I care about. I'd much rather, again, have people who think like-minded and after what I believe in than having just random bullshit. How is it physically possible? Oh, come on, Aquafina. Well, you and I both know there's some people out there who could definitely get their nips up into the mouth. I personally hate the term influencer. I hate that terminology. Entertainer, I prefer. I prefer entertainer. Influencer makes me cringe. Even though it doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. I do understand people just use it as a common terminology for people who are, public figures on social media. But it kind of just makes me cringe. Makes me feel yucky inside. Well, that's one of the reasons why I really like the streaming aspect. Like a lot of people say, hey, you should do YouTube. And I do agree. And I do believe YouTube will happen in the future when I think it's right. But I just really like the streaming aspect just because it's a lot harder to fake anything. It is still possible, especially when you've got more of a setup. Let's say, if you're in your house behind a computer, but when you're doing this IRL thing, I mean, you're really struggling to make it any more real life authentic than that, which is kind of fun. Like, it was one of the reasons why I started streaming the fitness element. I like watching YouTubers doing fitness. I watch people like Larry Wheels and stuff, their clips, but I always thought like, yeah, but how long is Larry in the gym? I've never seen a single video from start to end. How long is he in the gym? What does he actually eat? Because I see like a meal here and there, but I don't know how consistent throughout the day he is dedicated to his fitness. Is his entire day focused on fitness, or is it just 3 hours and then the rest is sleep and fun? So that's kind of what I enjoy about documenting it live, because then people get to see the whole process. That's why we sometimes crash, Tybolt. Sometimes my stream struggles because Unreal Engine can't keep up. It's true. Yeah, Lenny, if you can help fund it, man. It's bullshit. That's why everyone's always like, why is your stream lagging? Why is it crashing? Do you see how many NPCs I'm running in the stream? Look at the background. It's NPCs. I've put so much effort into the background NPCs that shit can't keep up. Everyone is NPC but me. Mate, I respect the Waller. Mate, get out here and win. Is Chloe an NPC? Mate, don't do me like that, man. Don't do me like that. You ever downloaded one of those dating chatbots? Have you ever Googled real dolls? Have you ever seen what a real doll looks like? Savvy, yo, what's going on, legend? Matt, I'm doing phenomenally. I hope you're all doing well, man, as well. How many 45 plates are on that rack? This way or this way? On mine? I lost count, mate. There were so many 45s. I don't even think numbers go that high. Or maybe I just can't count that high. Either one. Holy moly. Oh, God. Yeah, 45. No, I knew what you were saying. Me legs. My beautiful legs. Go. What do I want to do? Or maybe I'll just keep doing this. Maybe I'll keep doing this. DS, it's about time, mate. That's what I'm talking about. Respect. Respect, dude. I'm just going to hop on this leg press, guys. Leg press time. Yeah. I'm going to single leg it to make it nice and juicy. To make it nice and girthy, because girth lives matter. Got a cold, gotta work, have a good stream. God damn it, Ash. I swear to God, Ash. Do you, like, ever not work? Like, Ash, I swear. Like, you make me concerned. You make me concerned because sometimes I'm like, yeah, okay, definitely Spoachie. Like, you were grinding. Like, you were just not stopping. The moment the stream's over, you're going home and continuing the grind. It's non-stop until you're asleep. And then Ash comes in and is just like, she's in like my offline chat and she's like, I'm working. When I'm streaming, she's like, I'm working. When I'm sleeping, she's like, I'm working. When she says she's sleeping, she's working in her dreams. I don't get it. I'm ill too often. Well, I'm starting to realize why. I work 2 jobs. Well, I'm starting to work out why you're ill, Sunshine. If you're working this often, I want to move abroad. Ash, you already know I'm taken. It's flat. Look, you flatter me, but you know I'm taken. We can't do this, Ash. I can't, you know how it is on those exposés on YouTube of Twitch streamers who are like, they reveal like that they're having these kind of like relationships behind the scenes with like chat members. Like, I'm not doing it, Ash. I will not be cancelled. Stop trying to get me cancelled. Sorry, Tybot, I missed your first one. I don't sleep very much, and I need to check my sleep. You're right. Best sleep I got off work and went to the station. I'm gonna pass out. Like, Tybot, yeah, mate. I think this is the key for you, man. Sleep is key. I say, people think fitness and diet and stuff are essential. The foundation is sleep. Sleep is the foundation. Then you build on top of it with fitness and diet to construct your life. Without the sleep, that's the recovery stage, you're screwed. Oh wow, Ash, damn. Okay, I see how it is. Alright, well, it's kind of cool, I guess. She's a lawnmower? No, that's an OG joke. Can you explain this lawnmower thing? Didn't someone else say lawnmower earlier today as well? What's the lawnmower thing I'm missing here? Are we lagging, people? Am I missing something? Are we lagging, people, or am I is it just my side? Holy shit. Dude, I can't believe you remember him. I think he was Bob. I think he was like a Bobby or something. That's so funny. I remember him. Yeah. Always mowing, right? I said, how can there be like, there's no way he has like any lawn. I said it must be just a dust pit. Because every time he came in like on a weekly basis saying he's mowing. That's so funny that you remember him. There's no nip slip. Well, Jacques, what's going on, legend? Mate, I'm doing well. We're getting those big boy legs. It's your boy, Agent 47. I don't know what that means, but welcome in, Agent 47. Cabbage, you can stop it. All right, Cabbage, stop your lies. We're not a house of lies up in here. We're a house of thighs, baby. Jesus Christ. Don't do cardio before gym. Don't do cardio before gym, people. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jesus Christ, cardio before gym is the worst ever. House of Thighs and Nip Slips. Ooh, that's not a bad title. Although I feel like there could be TOS. Nip Slips feels like a TOS title. It's very hard to know what titles I can let through. My title at the moment says "Thick Folks Only." How does that sound? Does that sound like a welcoming community? Udders slip. Udders slip. Oh my god, you're a genius. Well, I was surprised because yesterday or the day before, I wanted to put cuck in the title, and it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let cuck in the title, which was surprising. I was like, really? Cuck is banned? Far Goals High. What's going on, legend? Welcome into the family. Thanks so much for the follow. One of us now. Okay. What brings you here? Hi. Hi. Okay. Let's go again. Man, cardio before gym is the worst experience ever. It is just brutal. So you want to check, make sure my motorcycle key's in my bag.